Hey guys, I'm Toby with Portable Tech Review. I want to thank you for checking out this video for the Blu Vivo Air. Go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss anything, and if you like, leave a comment or a thumbs up for me. Now, if you haven't looked at it already, I do have a first look video for the Blu Vivo Air. This video is going to focus on benchmarks. Now, before I do that, I do want to show you the phone in case you haven't seen it. It is a 5.1 millimeter thin phone. It's crazy thin. It still feels very nice, very premium. It doesn't feel like it's going to bend. Someone asked on the other video. It's all glass and metal, and it does have a 4.8 inch Super AMOLED screen, 720p. Now again, this video is going to be about benchmarks, and I know a lot of people say, well, benchmarks don't matter. It's all about the user experience, how it works in day-to-day. I agree with that 100%, but I still like to see the benchmarks, and I think a lot of people do. So what I did, I have reset the phone, and I just installed the benchmarks that we're going to run, and that's it. Set up Wi-Fi, turned on one Google account so I could download these benchmarks. So I wanted to be as fair as possible. So it is back to the Blu interface, which I'm not a fan of, but for this video I wanted to be as clean as possible to show you these numbers. Now I have run the benchmarks already, and I have reset the phone, and as you'll see, there are no recent apps running. We don't have time to show you all of them in this video run live. That would be too long and too boring. So I'm going to show you the scores. We are going to run Geekbench 3 live. So before we get into that though, let me show you the Antutu score here. Now it is showing non-verified on here. I did this Antutu benchmark before I reset the phone with a SIM card. I don't have a SIM card in here right now, and it did not show up non-verified. So I'm assuming it has something to do with reporting it through the network. But 33,373 is our score. As you can see in the ranking, let's find it. It's down here, 33,373, just below the LG G3, Nexus 5, and as you move up, you see the Galaxy S5 is here, and then you move on up to the ones at the top. Of course, those are closing in on 50,000. We're at 33, but if you look at what's below there, the HTC One, now the M8 is up here. This is the M7, so you see where it's at there. So that's Antutu, 33,373. Now we're going to go ahead and take a quick look at Quadrant, just so you can see this here. We're going to go see. Actually, we may have to run Quadrant too. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and just run Quadrant and let you see that. We're going to run it live. This does not take very long. Now, if you've been using smartphones for a while and you've run these tests before, you'll know that in the past, some of the lower end phones took a long time to get to this portion. You see we're staying pretty steady over 60 frames per second, 62, I think I saw 66 there. On this one, 61, 63, dipped to 59 there, but staying very consistent around 60 FPS. Again here, 61, 62, 63. You should be able to see that in the video, hopefully. But we are done, and the benchmark result is 14,685. So that's our Quadrant benchmark score. Now we're going to go ahead and check 3D Mark. This one is already been run as well. I think it was Extreme that we ran. Ice Storm Extreme. And you see here 3,684. So there's your 3D Mark score, and that is on Ice Storm Extreme. Now the last one is Geekbench 3. Now before we run this, let me close everything else out, and we're going to run the benchmark. for the Geekbench 3. So again, I know that in the end it really is the day-to-day use, how it functions for you as you're using it, that really matters. But you know, I like to see the benchmarks, and hopefully you do too. And it helps, you know, kind of line it up with what you're getting maybe from your current phone. If you haven't run these on your phone, go ahead and grab the apps. They're all free. Check them out. I do recommend at least rebooting the phone or clearing all of your active applications before you run the benchmarks, just to see where you come in with a fresh reboot, or make sure everything's clear. And compare it to these numbers. Keeping in mind that this is a budget device, although it does not feel like it. It really does feel like a premium device. I'm going to have some other videos upcoming. We're going to try to do a few shorter videos and then a final look video so you can see. But I can tell you so far there are some good and some bad. But for me, I think it is well worth the price of $200. My daily driver is a G3, and as you can see, if you recall there on Antutu, this came in just below the score for a G3. So I tested my own, and yeah, it came in about the same. And that was a little more than $200, let me say. Alright, so we're getting our results. Geekbench 3 is finished, and there you are. 441 single core, 2338 multi-core. Is it the best phone out there? Is it the fastest phone out there? You know, it's not the fastest phone out there, but you know what it is? It's a quality feeling device. It's something that when people have seen it, they've wondered what it is. It feels good. It's certainly lightweight and easy to carry. And for $200, you can't go wrong. Thanks again for watching. I'm Toby with Portable Tech Review. Go ahead, subscribe, thumbs up, comment, and stay tuned for the next video.